The gauntlet was thrown down, and it's been accepted. Here we go. EASHL club action here on EA Sports. Great energy both inside and outside the arena tonight as we are just moments away now from puck drop. The Snowflakes will look to go on the offensive as they win the opening draw. One's crossed the line and gained the zone. Moves the puck. Feeds it over. Passes it over. And it's broken up by a nice defensive use of the stick. The Moose have gained possession off the wall. And he shut the door on that last play.
You know the goalie style game when he redirects the puck to the corner.
Toronto's got a hold of the puck. There's another for the hit parade. Bellows has the puck against the half wall. Huge steal in his own end. The Snowflakes have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Oh, and it goes off the outside of the post.
When you really want to fire up the troops on the bench, you physically engage, and you're the coach is certainly going to like this. It's going to be on point with the message delivered in the room pregame, and that is to physically engage, impose your will, and get the puck.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. We're still scoreless. Shoes won the draw. Lugs the puck into the offensive zone corner. From point blank, big save by the goaltender watching that one. Moves it to Bellows. Right up Main Street and on the attack. The Moose have the puck in the defensive zone. Here's a short pass to Eddie. And he's got that one.
Oh, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. Still no score in this one. And they win the draw in the offensive zone, and they go to work. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Officials getting ready to drop the puck. Puck possession so key in today's game. Bellows takes possession right off the draw. And here's the pass to Babin. Passes it to Addy. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. From off the boards, takes the feed inside the zone. Oh, what a stop with the paddle.
These are the small space skills that some of these athletes have nowadays. They work on it continuously in practice. But to maintain possession while you're being jostled and shoved around, it's incredible to see the hand-eye coordination and the balance in this sequence to take it to the net.
Long lead pass up the center.
That's how you get north in a hurry. Fantastic stretch pass.
Works it across to Sweezy. Moves the puck along the half wall. Uses the force on that hit. Oh, that's off the blocker. What a stop by Price. The Moose have possession along the boards. Slides it over with pace to Eddie. And that was read perfectly. What a play by Bellows. They fight for it along the boards. Picked up ahead to his teammate who skates away. Moves the puck behind the net. She handles the pass. Feeds the puck across to Bellows. Sends it out in front. And that goes off someone in front. Delayed penalty coming up here. Babin's got it along the wing. Sends it in front. The Snowflakes will have a chance to get on the power play for the first time this evening.
First power play of the game and an opportunity to go up by one. And analytics will tell you, when you score first, chances are you win the game.
The Moose have gained control of the puck shorthanded. And they get the puck out of the danger zone. And now it's to Sweezy. Passes out front. Oh, he comes up with a stop. They move the puck out of harm's way. Angles it over to Sweezy. And he slides it quickly to Babin. Another hit. He will feel this one by the end of the night.
Tough night for him. He's going to have to keep his head up and move that puck quickly if he doesn't want to get banged again.
Quick stop by Price.
Well, I know what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
Shoes ready for the draws. They will continue to try to kill off this penalty. Bellows has got possession. Let's see what they can do with it now. Score remains tied after the power play fails to deliver.
Being on a power play is a privilege, James. Trust me, I know. I was never on it. When you get out there, you have to have some urgency and find a way to get it to the middle of the ice and get some opportunities on net. There was none of that.
Toronto scouting, and they're on the attack. Oh, and a misfire as that goes right out of the zone. Good check, frees the puck up. Drills him. Gets it over to Addy. Toronto's got it in their own zone. Handles the pass in the right wing. Comes up with the steal. Gets the puck over to Addy. Takes a shot. Oh, he just got enough of that to keep it out. Gains the zone through center. Slides it quickly to Addy. Pass in front. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. And the centers glide towards the dot here as we got a face-off set to go. There's the horn for period number one. As it comes to an end, we've got lots more action. 2 more thirds of this one to go. Stay with us.
contested game. I mean, really structured, if you will, James, on both ends of the ice. But both teams have to figure out a way to get to the interior. You got to fight, you got to drive the net.
And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Izzo's lugging the puck. Great heads-up play in the neutral zone by Bellows. Slides the puck over. Chu's going to play it against the half wall. And that's picked off in the defensive end. Loses the coverage there. Sends it over. Forces the turnover in the defensive zone. They gain possession here inside the neutral zone. Loose puck and he's in all alone. Gets in front of it. And he totally whiffs on that one.
Well, the game's all about trying to get that puck, and anytime you see your opponent with it, you want to separate, and that's exactly what happens here with that huge hit.
Lots of time left in this period. We've still got zeros on the board. Chu's won the faceoff. Slides it over to Addy. Oh, smart heads-up play to push that one away. And now he tries to get it across to Sweezy. And that one's stolen at center ice. Slides it diagonally to Clyde. Toronto's moving it into the offensive end. Quick pass to Bellows. Unloads from the blue line. And that goes off course off a body. Oh, he'll feel that one. He's got a step. Scores! Puts it in the back of the net, and that's how you light the lamp.
He lights the lamp as he buries that one, James. But he knows he has confidence, and he shows just that in that battle. Execution, that's how you do it. I love the confidence that he showed on this breakaway, James. It's all about being decisive. And when you're decisive and you know what you're going to do, you can execute just like that.
The Moose have the game's first goal, and it's not for a lack of trying at all either here, Cheryl. They've been pushing.
Yeah, they've had a ton of shots on net, haven't they? And you say they've been pushing. They've been aggressive on the forecheck. They've had possession. They moved it well, James. They've done everything except score. So now that they've gotten one, you got to figure that it might come in bunches.
Here's an odd man rush. Toronto's got the puck against the boards. Scores! And that one going off the defender.
James, how surprised do you think the goaltender is? He just spins around and tries to clear the puck and he fires it past the tender.
We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. The next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Tosses it to Bevan. The Moose have the puck against the boards. Klein's crossed the line and is on the attack now. The Snowflakes gain possession in their own end. Sends it in on the attack. The Moose have gained control of the puck along the wall. Grabs control of it at the point. And the shot dies in the traffic jam. Moves into the slot. Stops him with a glove.
Price made a grade A save there, and it just shows that he wants that puck, right? He's so aggressive, he's so assertive in his crease, and he knew where that puck was going every step of the way.
More than half the period has expired. You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Some great thievery in the open ice. Tries to feed it over to Bevan. And down he goes as the puck goes free. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Addy. Shot! Oh, stopped it! Wow!
I can't even believe he got to that puck there, James. I mean, this is all about instinct. You do all those reflex drills for a reason, so you don't have to think about it when you're just reaching for the puck. Well, this is an incredible athletic save, but this is all instinct. There's no time to put yourself to position to just react, and if you get there, you get post. Toronto's been on the wrong side of the hockey gun.
All alone! Toronto's on the play!
And this is a great play by the tender to anticipate and get across to make that save. Gotta love how both of these teams are playing so fast right now. I mean, the quick counters and the transitions are creating a lot of speed, which are generating scoring chances at both ends.
Here in the late goings of the period, we are all tied up in this one. Offense's own face-off, and he wins the draw. Easily turned aside with the pad save. Toronto's going on the attack as they gain the zone. Moves with the puck at the corner. Knocked away. The Moose have taken possession along the wall. And in the middle of the neutral zone. From one end of the blue line to the other. Denied by Hextall. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one. The officials are in position, and both teams are getting ready as they get set for another face-off here. Bellows wins the defensive zone face-off. Toronto's ready to go on the attack. Looks like there's a delayed penalty being called here by the officials. Moves around along the half wall. Keegan all at him. Whistle blows, stopping the play. Bellows is going off for 2 minutes.
Well, it's tough timing to take a penalty at the end of a period. You want to make sure that you can reset and regroup, but first things first, you got to kill the penalty.
Man advantage unit is set. And sneaks in there on the tie-up and comes up with the puck. And the intensity starts to ramp up here after that hit. And that'll bring an end to the second period of play. Let's get a clean sheet of ice and come back with the third period next. buzz on social media about this one, and it is time. We're underway. Oh, look out against the wall.
Well, and this is done perfectly, James. No stop sign here. You know, you're not doing it on the numbers. A nice, clean hit, and everyone on the bench erupts with that one, knowing that not only do they gain the puck, but a message-sending hit along the wall.
Sends the feed in front. Toronto's got a hold of it against the wall. Long stick handling in his own zone. Great defensive play to come up with the puck. Levels him with the hit. Grabbed along the board by Izzo. Takes it from the right side. Nice defensive robbery with the stick. Oh, what a stop by Hextall.
Whether you're a player or goaltender, so much of the training is about reaction, and you can certainly tell that it has come in handy for him because he makes an incredible save just by instincts alone.
The Moose have found themselves undermanned. Interference the call.
Well, this is a good call because it is interference. You have to allow your opponent to fight for a loose puck.
Toronto's man advantage unit will take to the ice for the first time tonight.
But there's no better way to break the ice than to put it in the net on the power play in your first opportunity. Wouldn't it be nice to get the first goal of the game on the PP?
Looks to pass it to Chu. The Snowflakes have it now. Slides the puck ahead to Sweezy. Great poke check on the reach. Here's an opportunity to get the puck out of their own end. Slater's got it in the defensive zone. Along the half wall with the puck. Hammers a shot. Oh, how about that stepping up?
Get out the ice packs, eh, James? That's what you got to do if you want to compete for a PK spot. He does exactly that, and he takes away the shot threat.
And now he moves it quickly to Sweezy. Solid effort by the penalty-killing unit as the power play comes up empty.
Power plays have the opportunity to really dictate pace and change the momentum of the game, and this one didn't do any of it, James. Certainly frustrated as they head back to the bench. Price was the task on that last save, a primetime example that he is in it to win it right now. I mean, that's a high-danger, grade-A chance that he's able to keep out of the net.
Still lots of time left in the period. Still scoreless in this one. And they win the draw on their own end. Handles the puck. Drives to the sweet spot. Great stop by Hextall.
As a goaltender, you want to make yourself as big as possible, and that's exactly what he does right there and just takes away the net.
Tried to make a move and the puck hops away.
It almost looked as if he was going to get by the defender, but that extra move took his space away, and it goes the other way.
And a little body contact on that play. Now a quick pass to Chu. And he lays him out with that collision. Puck moved over to Clyde. Oh, look at this. Takes the feed. The Snowflakes get a hold of the puck. Fires it on net. And there's a glove save on the play.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt at that one.
More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. The game is still scoreless. Bellows has won the faceoff. And he slides it quickly to Babin. Feeds the puck to Bellows. And they'll go the other way with it. Hard hit frees up the puck. And there we go. Icing is the call. Face-off looming as both centers get into position. Toronto's won the defensive zone draw. Across the line, down the left wall. Sends it to the middle. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Quick feed to Bellows. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. And that slides right out to center ice. And it's a quick pass to Slater. Toronto's working the transition through the middle of the ice. Here's a chance in front. Off the pipe. From the back of the cage with the puck. Here's a feed in front. Great defensive heads-up play to pick it off. On the attack into the offensive end, right up the gut. There's the collision, and look who's hit again.
He's been a punching bag tonight, James. He's going to have to find a way to get out of the way.
And that pass goes off a stick. Grabs the puck. Dishes it to Sweezy. The Moose have the puck in the open ice. Big time hit on the play.
Well, she had the spacing and then
Scores just before the period closes, Cheryl. Absolutely huge.
the last few minutes of a period are essential, and they go to the dressing room with needed momentum. This is a primetime example of not taking the care of the puck in your own end, and you find a way to get out of it. You weather the storm, but in transition, when you are quick, you can capitalize, and that's exactly what's happened here.
The Moose have finally got themselves on the board with a goal here late in the first. That's got to be a backbreaker at the other end of the ice, though, Cheryl.
Well, yeah, especially when both teams are playing really well, and it's a marginal difference in who should be winning here. But guess what? They can take that lead to the dressing room, sit down for a little bit of an intermission, and figure out how they're going to come back with more of an attack.
Both centers ready to take the draw here coming up. All right, there's the end of period number one. We'll take a breather. I'll recharge. The players will too. And we're coming back with period number two right after this. Fans back in their seats. Teams are on the ice. They're ready to drop the puck here for period number two. Here we go. Middle frame now underway as the puck drops. All right, Pounder, put your analyst hat on here. We've played already a period. What do you make of this one?
Toronto's coaching staff isn't going to be thrilled with their power play through that first period. They've got to find a way to possess the puck, but when they see the seams, they've got to attack them.
And the goaltender gets to the bench for the extra attacker. There's the whistle. Let's see what the referee saw. The Snowflakes are getting 2 minutes for tripping.
Well, when you're looking for the equalizer, it's tough to take a penalty and play shorthanded, James. You got to find a way to get to even strength so you can generate some offense.
Man advantage takes to the ice. It's our first opportunity to get a glance at the special teams unit.
Well, everyone's fresh as they come out for their first power play of the game. They're going to have to find a way to really manipulate the defenders, move that puck around, but it will all start with winning the opening faceoff.
Big hit on the board.
Well, he was so aggressive on this one, James. He recognizes that he's got to close and then shoulder on shoulder. This is a clean hit and disrupts the player from the puck. That's a beauty. Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. I mean, that's just an explosive hit, gets the job done.
Bellows slides into the faceoff. they'll continue to try to kill off this penalty. The Snowflakes take possession here inside the offensive zone.
Center bears down on that bottom hand, a clean win, and you can see them all setting up, looking to attack the net against this tired group. That is really laboring out.
Right with the man advantage, and they make it click.
It takes hard work in the intangibles to get available for a one-timer in that low slot area. You know it's going to be a grind. You're going to have to fight for your space. He does a great job of it and buries it home.
The Moose have extended their lead to 2 goals here in this second period, and they have put on a show tonight thus far.
Yeah, when they're in the offensive zone, it's like it's rapid fire, James. I mean, they have just owned the puck, and they found a way to find the lanes. They've been outstanding, creative, and they're getting it done there.
Dished on over to Addy. Here we go, on man rush here. Shot